Let me introduce myself to you. This is who I am. No more, no less.
Sponsored by
Hi, welcome to Seeing the Need and Finding the Solution, the 2011 Home Makeover Giveaway with stories of healing and hope, sponsored by People of Color Network. If you saw the show last week, we talked a little bit about the Home Makeover Giveaway, and we talked a lot about mental illness and also some of the challenges that we're facing here in Maricopa County with a lot of funding cuts and people that really need services that either suffer from mental illness or behavioral health challenges as well. We have a huge campaign coming up with the 2011 Home Makeover Giveaway with $15,000 worth of room store furniture, flooring division of room store, elite flooring with carpet throughout the house, diversified roofings in on the roof, East Valley Disaster Services. Also with the National Football League, Arizona Cardinals with an NFL experience for the winter. So this year is really kind of pumped up a little bit and excited to give away. If you look on the website, on stnaz.tv, you can look at last year's winner and really see how that made a difference with a family here in the Valley. As well, into the mix is entering the element of free health care, which we'll have on in the second segment for those people that have been denied services that really have some challenges in the mental health field and behavioral health aspect. Today with me, we have some special guests. They're not first-time guests. They've been on here before. We have Jim Thompson, franchise owner of Dutch Bros, Arizona. Welcome, Jim.
Good morning, Phil.
And Kathy Toon from Walgreens.
Morning, Phil.
And likewise. Known them both for quite a while. Jim, I'm going to start off with you today. Before we start off with you, though, we're going to give the viewers a little bit about what Dutch Bros is like. Jim just opened up his 8th store.
8th one just opened Friday.
In this economy, which is amazing. So he's got his 8th store open, rural Guadalupe. And take a little bit of a look at this video. We'll show you what Dutch Bros is a little bit about.
It's Dutch Bros, baby. Grand opening. World Guadalupe and Tempe.
Young Derek would love to take my order.
Hi.
He works at the coffee shop just up the street.
Morning.
He's happy and annoying with a smirk the size of Texas. He's my coffee enemy.
Would you like a mochaccino? Or perhaps a cappuccino? Or maybe a frappuccino?
Said Derek wearing the chinos. All I really want is a cup of coffee. So strong the spoon stands up, just a cup of coffee. All I really want is a cup of coffee. Give me a friggin' cup of coffee.
You should try our biscotti or a local cabbage cookie. This muffin's only $3.50, and what's super green is that it's fat-free.
Don't want to smell like an espresso
It'd help.
with your coffee scented soap.
Well, maybe you should have some tried tea.
Gotta love Dutch Bros. Jim, up and above coffee, tell us a little bit about your charity involvement. And what I want to know is really, as an owner of Dutch Bros Coffee, you guys don't have to give back. It's not often you mix coffee with Special Olympics or coffee with breast cancer, but somehow you find a way to make it work in a lot of different elements. So tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
Giving back to the community is our #1, actually, promotional item that we do. We've been, as you say, involved with many charities and try to help as many people as we can. We're doing well. Business is good to get to the 8th store, and there are 3 more coming. I just feel it's my obligation to help those people who are in need, and our customer base loves it and our employees love it. Everybody buys into this giving back to the community in various ways.
And one of the things that I also love about Dutch Bros is the way that your mindset is about your employees, too. I was doing some research, and it's not odd for somebody to start off as, I don't know what the correct word is, but a coffee brewster.
Barista.
But for the company to help facilitate them even owning their own franchises. I was reading a story about somebody in Oregon who started off as a
Exactly.
regular employee. Do you know about that story?
I do.
Go
I
ahead and
do.
explain
Yeah,
that a little
well, they call it their Rockstar program, and they just like to acknowledge special. They've got 170 stores in their system, and try to help someone each year, an employee deserving, help arrange financing, help them to. They have a location for them, and pretty well set up turnkey, and that's just part of the Dutch love culture that starts right from corporate, and it goes down right through every store that they have.
And you got to love a company or any company that takes their employees and helps them get to the next level. Not only in this economy, but for the most part, businesses are trying to run their business and they're trying to pay their bills. And very, very rarely do you see an employee who wants to go out on their own and get supported by the company that they're actually with. They usually want to keep that to themselves. So I thought that was a really, really neat story about that person. Up and above that, you're an owner, you do a lot of charity work, you do events, but why does Jim give back? Not because it's the community, because we care about it, but usually you can trace that experience back to something in your life, of something an experience where you've given back or you've been touched. Years ago, way back when, before you owned Dutch Brothers, was there something that happened in your life that really wanted you to give back?
I don't remember anything in particular that caused me to want to give back. I certainly went through my own dilemma with addiction in the 80s and went into recovery. I think that may have helped somewhat. I've owned an auto dealership for 35 years and just am used to interacting with people, and in my opinion, that's all there really is. It's just people. It's customers and employees, and we treat them the same.
And in that recovery model, Jim, I love what you said with that, as well as giving back freely of what's been given to us, which is a life.
Exactly.
And very much appreciated for what you do, and as well, I'm sure I'll be somewhere around the next 3 grand openings with you, at least pray to be as well. With that, I'm going to introduce Kathy Toon from Walgreens. I have known Kathy for a long, long time, and Kathy has always jumped on board to anything that we have done, no matter how crazy it's been. So, Kathy, tell us a little bit about Walgreens and kind of the stuff that you guys how you're based and what you guys get into a little bit on the charity side.
Okay. Walgreens, as far as our charity side, we like to be relevant in any community that we are in. We support causes that are important to our employees, to our customers, and we give back in any way that we can. My personal feeling is it's always been, by the grace of God go I. It could just as soon be me.
Sure.
I'm doing fine today, but my health could take a turn for the worse. The economy could hit my income. So it's just important to me to give back in any way that I can, and Walgreens gives me the tools to do that.
And not only do they give back, but one thing I love about Walgreens is they also give back. Kathy's never asked for attention. Walgreens has never asked for attention. And there's nothing wrong with it, but at the same token, it's truly a company. I've seen them do some awesome things with their employees, cancer benefits that they do internally to help employees and employees' family members. And I've even seen Kathy on stage singing karaoke. So along with that, but as you can see, the walks, and they give back to communities and in reference to different grants and money back to the community. And talk about, there's that Take Care Wellness truck from Walgreens that's up on the screen for the viewers to see, but talk about stuff that you guys do on a healthcare basis too that maybe, there's Kathy right there, that maybe people don't know that goes on in Walgreens. Is there some health aspects, flu shots, different stuff like that?
Right. Yeah, in the past couple years, we've gotten very heavily into the immunizations. We do flu shots, we do shingle shots, we do pneumonia. Typically, people don't think of Walgreens as an immunizer, but we're becoming one of the biggest immunizers in the United States, I think second to only the government. So it's about convenience, it's about health care and wellness to all of our customers, all of our employees, and we just want to find a convenient way to make the whole experience of your life the wellness experience. Basically, we do diabetes screenings. We have several what we call wow rooms inside of our stores where we focus on diabetes, getting those folks well, support groups for them. We also have hearing specialists now. We're just really tapping into a lot of different areas of the healthcare field. So if you look at our website, walgreens.com, you'll be able to see all the different health aspects that we're getting into these days.
And that's not always in a Walgreens store either. That's also mobile too as well.
Right, exactly, yeah.
How cool is that? Now, I know your store. I know where you're located. You're over in Sun City in the retirement area. Talked a little bit about with this yesterday, but when it comes to health care and insurance and stuff like that, even though you're in Sun City, you have group meetings with people that are in other areas of the city as well.
Right.
Some of those things come up about maybe patients or people that don't have health insurance or anything that you guys are noticing different now than it was maybe a couple years ago?
Absolutely. It's becoming more and more about adherence to their medication because they no longer have insurance. They aren't able to take a drug that they were taking 3 times a day. Maybe they now take it 1 time a day. So there's a lot of issues that way. People aren't complying to their medication the way they should be because they just plain don't have the money. So there are a lot of people going without insurance, without coverage, and their health is suffering, unfortunately. So.
And not only that, but one of the things that I've learned over doing the research over the last couple of weeks is even if they could afford the medication, some of them need the brand name medications because they perform better, and that's even more expensive when you don't have insurance as
Correct.
well. Jim Thompson, definitely giving back to the community in a lot of different ways here with Dutch Bros. Check out DutchBros.com for more information, and also Kathy Toon from Walgreens on this year's, both of these people on this year's giveaway and healthcare initiative. So we'll be back after this commercial, and we'll talk to you in a bit. Coming up with People of Color Network and your neighborhood healthcare center.
Let me introduce myself to you. This is who I am. No more, no less.
Impact from hail can result in extensive damage to your roof and ultimately your home or business. Protect your investment with one call to the residential and commercial roofing experts at Diversified Roofing. Serving the Valley for over 20 years, Diversified Roofing Specialists will perform a free hail inspection and handle the entire claims process from start to finish. Don't risk further damage from monsoon winds and rain. Call Diversified Roofing now to schedule your free inspection. Diversified Roofing, protecting families and businesses from Arizona weather for more than 20 years.
You may know someone living with a mental illness. The kid who sits at the end of the first row, your best friend's sister, your neighbor's cousin. There's something they want you to know.
I am more than my diagnosis.
I am
More than my diagnosis.
We are more than our diagnosis.
I am more than my diagnosis, and at times I need your understanding.
People can and do recover. There is help and there is hope. For more information on mental health resources in your area, please call 211.
Sometimes adults say they're too young to understand. But young children are affected by traumatic events, even if they may not understand what happened. The great thing is, with help, children can get through these difficult events. Children can develop resilience. Help a child you know today. Find out more about the signs of childhood trauma at samhsa.gov/children.
There's no stigma or discrimination against the heart, the liver, the kidney, even the gallbladder. Doesn't even have a job.
Yesterday, depression was kept in the dark.
And bipolar disorder was your best friend's mother's problem.
But the tide is turning.
We're stopping the stigma.
We're coming out.
Our goal is to make the discussion of mental dis-ease cool and trendy.
No kidding?
Me too.
No kidding.
Me too. No kidding.
Me too.
It's time we gave the all-American brain some peace of mind.